we saw black kids on horses, and Mom was like, okay, if they're doing it, how can I get y'all to do this? I kind of stumbled upon polo. My mom took a left turn, a wrong turn in Fairmount Park in West Philly, and we filmed the program. And my mom saw other black kids riding horses, and she was like, okay, how can I get my children involved in this? We met Leslie Heiner, who's the director of the Work to Ride program. We got an application, we applied, and we were in. I kind of kept it to myself and didn't really tell my friends because it wasn't something anybody that I knew did. And the few people I did tell, I kind of got strange looks like, oh, you ride horses? Like, you doing a white people sport? And I'm like, maybe. So I kept it to myself for a while, but as I got older, I realized that I was doing something special and something that I could share with other people because maybe that could give them a chance to want to do it themselves in a sport that we don't consider part of our culture. I didn't find it so strange because I was around other black children, but as we started to travel to games and stuff, I was like, okay, this isn't something that's normal that we're doing here. Shariah Harris. Work to Ride is a nonprofit organization, and it basically takes low-income, at-risk Philadelphia youth and teaches them horsemanship to basically redirect their lives, either if that's getting them off the streets or just giving them another outlet, something that they wouldn't traditionally do. Work to Ride gives you all of that. And for me personally, I feel that it's the reason that I'm at Cornell now. I didn't know about Cornell before I started playing polo, so playing polo here against the high school and college team really opened my eyes to the school. I can't talk about my life story without Work to Ride because my life basically evolved from the program. So I owe that program a lot. I would say it definitely changed me as a person, gave me direction with my life. Work to Ride and Les, I owe them a lot. When I joined the program, there were a good number of girls in the program with me, but as I got older, they either quit, aged out, or got kicked out of the program. So like after a while, I was the only girl in there for a long time, and all the boys were playing polo, and I wanted to be involved with them. I wanted to not be sitting on the sidelines while they're out there having fun. So that's what drove me to play, and they didn't take it easy on me. So I think that helped me a lot in becoming good at polo.
It's been kind of an epic journey so far, coaching her, because there's so many more possibilities with her than with a typical women's player. She's easily one of the top 10 female intercollegiate players in the country. It's going to be a case of, the sky's literally going to be the limit for her.
So when I graduated high school, I knew that I wanted to go to a polo school. I applied to 11 schools, and polo accounted for, I think, 8 of them. And I also applied to a lot of scholarships because we didn't have the money to pay for college. So thankfully, I got into Cornell, and their grant money came through to cover me. It was something that everyone in my life, my family, my mom, and Les, we were all invested in me coming here. It meant a lot to me because, like I said, coming to Ivy League school, that wasn't something that I thought was accessible to me. My mom didn't think was accessible to myself, so getting in kind of like sealed the deal for me. It was a great moment. I was super excited. The challenge of Cornell definitely helped redirect the path of my life, and also the exposure of playing polo here has kind of gotten people's attention. I've been given the label Trailblazer, so if that could mean me opening doors for other black women or women of color or women who didn't think they could do it, if that opens more doors and I'm the one that's able to break barriers for them to make it through, then that's good enough for me. It would have been great to have someone who looks like me for me to look up to when I was my age, but as someone told me, if I waited for someone who looked like me to help me, I would still be waiting. So if I can do that for someone else, to give them that confidence to do it, then I would love to. For me, I'm playing the sport because I love it, and I practice and dedicate so much time to it because I love it and I want to be better and I want to play with the best of the best, but I didn't really expect the little tag-alongs, Trailblazer, breaking barriers, making history to come along with it. I'm just doing something I love and pushing forward because I want to be better.